All right, let's talk about the big picture of this course and kind of how the class works. Because this class is an accelerated hybrid class, it is really important that you are self-directed and highly motivated in order to be successful in the course. This course would typically be a 16-week class, and we have condensed it into 8 weeks. So we have to do double the amount of material in the time that we have. So it is really important that you're working on this class each day to make sure that you're learning the material and practicing the material. If we were in person full time, I would see you for a total of 6 hours just for direct instruction. That is just learning the material. On top of those 6 hours, you would be then sent home with probably an additional 6 hours of practicing, homework, reviewing, exams, stuff like that. So you can imagine if we added all of that up, how much time each week you would be spending on this course. Unfortunately, because this is a hybrid class, I don't get to see you that total amount of time. I'm only with you 2 hours each week. So you can see how much you are going to have to do independently outside of the class time that we have. So hopefully you've looked at the calendar and you've seen all of the different due dates and expectations, and you're ready to work hard for the next 8 weeks. It is going to be a lot of work. You are going to have to work on this class every single day, but I promise if you do all the things that you're supposed to do each day, you will be successful. Okay, so each week in Canvas and in my math lab, you're expected to watch the video lessons. Now, before you watch those video lessons, in each module for each chapter, there is a blank note packet that I've created. You are expected to print off these note packets, or you could upload them to a tablet, but everybody is required to take notes on this required note packet. That way you can use it to follow along as I'm teaching you the information, not only in class, but all of the times that I am not with you. You will be learning the information still through me, but through video lessons. So as you're watching these video lessons, you should be filling out the notes, following along, showing all of your work to learn the information. You might have to pause the video. You might have to replay the video a couple of different times before you fully catch on. But please make sure that you're taking the time to watch these videos, because that's how you're going to learn the material. That's like you coming to class and me doing the lessons up at the board. You should be following along. You should be taking notes. You should be asking questions. So as you're at home watching these videos, it's really important that you're doing those same things. You're pausing the videos, you're trying the examples, you're replaying the videos if you need to, if you don't understand the first time, in order to make sure that you're understanding each concept. Okay? Now, you're going to be taking notes for each section as you go through and learn the information. And at the end of the chapter, you're required to submit a picture of your completed notes. There's an assignment within each module at the end of each chapter where you will compile a picture of each page of your completed notes into one document and submit it in Canvas. You will be getting points for fully completed notes for each unit. There are directions in that assignment. Let me know if you have any questions on that, but you are required to submit your completed notes. That way I can make sure that you've watched the videos, you've learned the information for each unit. Okay? Now, after you watch the videos for each section, you need to obviously practice what you learn to make sure that you are fully understanding independently all by yourself without support from me in the videos. Homework will be done in my math lab. That's the program that we'll be doing that includes all of your homework, any chapter reviews, and even taking your chapter tests. Okay? What's nice about my math lab is it provides you with immediate feedback on your understanding of the material. You can see right away if you're getting each question right or wrong. What's nice about my math lab too, and the settings that I've created for you is that you can do each question over and over and over again until you fully understand. It'll give you 3 opportunities. If you get those 3 opportunities wrong, it'll give you a new version of that question so you can continue practicing. You should be able to get 100% on every single homework assignment because you can do each question an unlimited amount of times until you get it correct. Okay, there are lots of good resources within my math lab as well. Things like help me solve this or show me an example. They have extra examples in there. They have extra video explanations. So lots of good resources in my math lab if you need it. But it is important that you first watch my videos. I promise it'll help you learn the information before you attempt the homework, okay? Now, it is your responsibility to follow the due dates in my math lab for each homework assignment. You should be almost doing something every single day because there are due dates almost every single day of the week in this course. Typically, homework is due the day after you learn the material. So for example, we will learn 2.1 on Wednesday. That means the homework for 2.1 will be due on Thursday before class time. So we'll start learning it on Wednesday. If whatever we don't finish, you will do independently. And then the homework will be due the following day at 9 a.m. or 10 a.m., depending on when your class time starts. So let me show you an example of what that would look like on our calendar. So on our first day in class, we'll go over the syllabus and course expectations. On Wednesday, though, since I won't be seeing you, you should be starting our first section, section 2.1. You're watching the videos, you're taking notes, and you're starting the homework. Your homework is due before class when I see you on Thursday. Before 9 a.m., your 2.1 homework is due. So you have to make sure that you complete that whole section before you come to class on Thursday, because Thursday in class we'll be starting our next section, 2.2. I'll be doing as many examples as I can get to in our class time on Thursday. Whatever we don't finish is your responsibility to watch those video lessons to make sure your notes are complete and start your 2.2 homework. Your 2.2 homework then is due Friday at 9 a.m. or 10 a.m. or again, whenever your class time starts. On Friday, independently, at home, you'll be starting section 2.3. 2.3 homework is due Monday by class time. Because Monday you're starting 2.4. 2.4, you're going to watch the video lessons, take the notes, and start your homework because that homework is due Tuesday by class time. You could see how quickly everything is going to happen. So it's really important that you plan time in your schedule each day to be able to sit down, focus on this class so you can watch the videos to learn, you can complete the notes to make sure that you fully understand, and that you can complete the homework by its due date. You can also see in each chapter, there is a chapter review that's available in my math lab. I highly suggest you do this chapter review before taking your test. I promise you it'll help you with the exam. All the same questions from the exam will be part of that review. So if you're doing that review, you're seeing the types of questions that'll be on your test. It'll help you prepare. It'll help you to see which questions you understand and which ones you might need to study more. You can see that there is an exam for each unit. There is an exam window and an exam due date. You need to make sure that you take that exam within that testing window by the due date at the very latest. Remember, tests are taken in person at the GCC Testing Center, so it's important that you make an appointment ahead of time so you can get the day and the time that you want. Okay? All of your notes are due on the day of the test. If you finish before then, you can obviously turn them in early, but the very last date your completed notes packet is due is on that last day of the exam. Okay? I suggest you print off this calendar and have it with you at all times so you know when all of the assignments are due, when you should be working on which section so that you don't fall behind and you get all the points for all the assignments that you deserve. Okay? Like I said, I know it is going to be fast. I know this is going to be challenging, but I promise you if you work hard for 8 weeks, you could all be very successful, and then you can get it done in half the amount of time. Okay, now we are in this together, so if you're ever having difficulties with anything, please, please, please ask. I need you to make sure that you ask right away and you don't wait until you are overwhelmed before trying to get help. Okay. At the end of each unit, we already kind of discussed this. You'll be testing your knowledge by taking those proctored exams. So please make sure that you make an appointment so that you can get the day and the time that you want. You are required to take the exam in person by the exam due date so you don't receive a 0. Remember to do that review before taking your test to help yourself prepare. You can do that review as many times as you need to make sure that you're ready for exam day.